Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome back to my SnowRunner hard mode playthrough. In the last episode we made a start on the ore sorter center contract, which is another cargo apocalypse style. We delivered some consumables and metal beams to the ore sorter, which I'm just leaving on my right now. And as I said I was going to do at the end of the last episode, but we also did some fuel provisioning, make life a little bit easier on ourselves. But the other thing I said I would do is I'm going to come up to the warehouse near the garage. I'm going to load this 6-slot rig up with 6 units of cement, and I'm going to take them to the concrete construction plant, turn 4 of them into 1-slot concrete blocks, load up and drive back down past the warehouse, pick up an extra metal beam on the way through, and then back down to the ore sorter. So that's the plan that I set out in the last episode. That's the plan that we're going to do at the start of this one. Hope that sounds interesting. Try and stay out of the worst of the deep mud. We're obviously in the Thatcher Force, which is feels like the only truck I've driven for ages now. But it is my preference for this type of work. Is this where I said? Yeah, so this is where I said last time that I might try doing the route that goes around this power pole and thereby get the worst of that puddle. Seems to work okay. I'll call that a win. And then we turn left here. Does that make sense? Let's just make sure I don't repeat the same mistake as last time a sec. Yeah. At some point I am going to want the wooden planks from the framing that you can see through the trees there on my right. Direction I'm looking now. Let's get some lights on. It is coming into dark, so if I don't do it now I'll forget later. It's about 6 PM in the game, so it's just going to come into evening. Get out of this mud a little bit. I've got good mud tyres on, but it still pays to give yourself a chance. So I think now I'll go straight up through this gap. That waypoint is slightly off to the right from where I want it to be. Yeah, quite excited about this. It's going to be a few episodes of basically carting cargo into that ore sorter, but it feels like once that's done, I will divert to be doing tasks and probably logging, and then I'll do the conveyors last. I better check my fuel, hadn't I? That's alright. I've got fuel on the map now at the garage, and I've got the crocodile is full and parked on this side of the garage for a drive-by fueling. I don't make it quite that far, the crocodile can just run around and give me a little bit of sippy drink. I just noticed that my roof is empty, that's all. Made me think, oh, hang on, how low am I? Should have enough to load up 6 slots of cement and then go to the garage to refuel. Knocking the fences out the way because they're in the way for my loading. I can drop a trailer there. And then back in through that little gap. I'll thread it through that gap. Can't find reverse at the minute. Oh, is my gear shifter not working again? I had this the other day. My gear shifter is not working. Tell you what, let's just manually reverse it for a minute. That's a bit of a problem because I had to restart the game when that happened to me the other day. And luckily I noticed it before I'd actually done any driving. So it didn't really impact the footage. If I restart my game client now, there's going to be a continuity error. That's a bit far away in it to load. Okay, well, let's just get it loaded. I'll worry about the shifter after. I've got used to it now though, so I'm going to want it. I'm just going to pull the tail of this trailer a bit closer. I don't want it to block the loading platform though. It should do. Should be able to get 4 cement onto that. So cement. I do want it on the loading platform. Yeah, so there's 10 in here, limited supply, but I only want 6 of them on this trip. See how far forward I can reach. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Right, that's that. 2 into the truck. And restore the crane, part the cargo, get ourselves attached. And then attach the trailer, repack the cargo. Engine off. I'm just going to try something. I want to get this shifter working. Bit of a nuisance if it doesn't work. Okay, so we're back, and as I expected, a lighting time of day continuity error. It's put me back in the game just after 4 PM. So we've gained a couple of hours of daylight. But I had to restart my PC. So I restarted the game, I restarted the Logitech software, neither of which had an effect. Restarted my PC and suddenly my Logitech wheel shifter works. So yeah, a bit weird. It did happen to me the other day, but I'm pretty sure I only restarted the game client to fix it the other day. But I haven't got used to it. I'm a bit loath to try playing this without a shifter. So yeah, apologies for the continuity error. But let's get these 6 slots of cement up to the concrete processing plant. I don't need those bricks. I don't know if I need them for phase 2. I'm sure something needs bricks. It might be a conveyor. Grab a bit of fuel out of the crocodile. So to start with, let's get my trunk filled and then jump into the crocodile. Fill, force. It's half a tank of that 900 litre thing gone already. Change trucks. And then, if I remember rightly, yeah, concrete plant is just over that bridge, so pretty close. Indulge me. That's a photo opportunity right there, I think. And then into Dawson Concrete Plant. I remember finding this and thinking, isn't it a bit weird that there's a concrete plant where you have to bring your own cement? An actual bit of ice-free asphalt for a change. Not bad. Right, so I'm kind of assuming that 1 slot of concrete makes 1 concrete block, and that 2 slots would make concrete slabs. But that is an assumption. I don't actually know that to be true. So let's deliver the cargo. 6 slots of cement. And then let's craft concrete blocks. Yeah, so it takes 1. So blocks, I'm going to make just the 4 that I need. And then I'm going to load them onto the loading platform. And I'm going to put all 4 of these on the trailer. So I will probably try and turn the trailer around first, which could get messy. I think what I'll do is drop the trailer there and turn it around on a rope. I like the type of loading platforms like the other warehouse at the bottom of the mountain, where you can drive through it. You don't have to turn around inside it. But anyway. And I'm putting them on the trailer now because I've got to put at least 2 of them on the trailer. So I figure I might as well get the metal beam on the way past without having to mess around with the trailer. Coming into dark again. If I did my maths right, I only need 4 of these and 1 metal beam, and that's 2 of the material types for that conveyor done. Then it'll be planks and small pipes. Right. It's just slow, isn't it? The crane work. But reattach, back down to the warehouse where we got the cement, load up one metal beam onto the truck, and then down to the ore sorter via the warehouse. Nice illuminated roads, bit of civilization. While I'm here, because I don't know where I'm going next, it would make sense just refill my tank. Give myself as much range as possible. That heavy trailer now. Blimey, you can't have tell the difference. Metal beams, one of. That's all I can fit anyway. That'll do her. Unpack, repack. I've now got 6 units packed, done. Try and get down there without spilling it. See if we can avoid ninja rocks and so on. Still don't know this area well enough to just trust my instincts. Yeah. Down there. Well, that trailer's hell of a heavy. Doesn't like pulling out through this mud. I think that might be another photo opportunity this time with the proper cargo on. That's a nice screenshot. That'll be the thumbnail, I think. This is the most this truck has struggled for a long time. There we go. So, cargo, last metal beam, and then all 4 concrete blocks that are needed. Sweet. Which means now we need 6 wooden planks and 2 more consumables. Let's look at our choices for that. 6 wooden planks and 2 consumables. That's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? So, start tracking. And then let's have a look at where my choices are. So there's wooden framing relatively close, some of which I drive past pretty much on the way here. And I need 6. Pretty much. 6 right there. And I also want consumables. Where do I get my consumables from? I think my only option for consumables on this map is now this warehouse up north, where I can also get the small pipes that are needed for the next run. I think if I take the trailer back to here, and run up here and get these 2 wooden planks, bring them down and deliver them, and then go back up, reattach the trailer, come and get these 4 wooden planks, put them on the trailer, and then leave the trailer again, and then run up truck on its own to the warehouse, grab consumables, bring them back, deliver them. So we're looping around, back up to that bridge where the waypoint is, drop the trailer. I may as well just shoot straight for the north bit, because I can always go and get those 2 wooden planks as a separate trip afters. Yeah, okay, so we'll do it, because we got the trailer on, we'll ignore the wooden planks right here, push straight through. We'll have to do cabins in order to proceed to the second bit of the ore sorter. I think I want to come in here for this one. Wooden planks onto the loading platform. Can I get these straight onto the trailer from here? I've done that before. A little bit cheesy, but if it packs, it packs. If that'll pack. And I shouldn't, should it? Really? I am being a bit lazy with that. I will accept that. But it packed. Restore the crane. Let's move. So the next one is here, and I'm going to want to turn around. So maybe I'll try going forwards out of here. Here. Come up and leave the trailer there, and then I can swing around. There's a loop like here to get back into that one. See, and then the trailer will be facing the right way for me to carry on with the delivery. So the challenge is I've just got to get to the road, basically, in a forward direction. This is kind of a track there, isn't there? I'm going to go through there somehow. Titanium freight. Ain't going to let me past, I know that much. Just markers everywhere. So we'll drop a trailer here, and then we'll keep going. And then that's easy to pick that trailer back up on the way back. And I want to bring the Taiga through fairly soon. It might be the first thing I do after I finish the ore sorter, is bring the Taiga through to get the cat, the new cat recovery. Is it 770? Bring the Taiga through because I need a low saddle truck. Taiga's still currently kind of abandoned towards the northwest corner of Big Summer Peak. So that's the cat on a trailer that I've got to recover. So we've got to bring the Taiga through to pull that down. Consumables, please. Onto the loading platform. The crane, that cargo, then around. Where's that trail go then? Is that up to the sawmill? That's a nasty old puddle, that, isn't it? Somebody wants to chuck some concrete blocks in the middle of that. I'm just going to nip into the garage and top up out of the Paystar while I'm passing. But I might have to change vehicle to do it, but no. Paystar's got a big tank, so it doesn't need it. That's me full of fuel again. Let's get my trailer. 2 more wooden planks. Back down to the ore sorter. We're getting on with it, aren't we? Getting loads of stuff done. Barring shenanigans, we could get it to the point that it only needs the cabins doing. And I guess the cabins, I haven't really got too many choices. I don't think I've got a 2-slot trailer anywhere on this map. I'll have a look, but I've got 4 slots of cargo. So, somewhere in here, we turn left off into the trees and get some wooden planks. Pretty sure it's here. Another house to steal. Sorry, borrow. For the greater good. Patch the trailer. and then put myself in alongside it and load this one properly. So, cargo, wooden planks, loading platform, please. You got time to be fussy. He might come back before I finish stealing his house. Might not be best pleased. You know what? I'm just considering how the first two just got loaded. I'm going to just chuck this on there because it'll pack and I need to get moving. Unpack, repack, done. Get out of here. Let's get out of here, get this delivered. And then it'll be 2 more planks needed. Beautiful job. That's a lot lighter. Yeah, you can see a hell of a difference when it had those concrete blocks on the trailer. It is good the way that they got realistic cargo weights. Miss the mud. Go this way a bit. Trying to avoid the mud. I think it probably took me longer. But anyway, we're done. We're back on the track. It would almost be tempting to make a couple of more cabins and leave the other ones over at the other site so I don't have to move them, but no. Engine off, cargo, wooden planks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Consumables. All I need now is 2 wooden planks. Which means... just track it, because all I need is planks. Well, it's going to identify lots of planks, but up here I can get those 2. That's a pretty short run. Let's just do that. Let's do that, and then in this episode we would have basically got... I knew that was going to happen, but I couldn't turn the I couldn't move my camera to look and get my line right. I nearly dropped my mouse basically, and that would have been a bit of pain. Yeah, so in this episode, when the first 2 episodes of ore sorting, we'll have got phase 1 finished apart from the cabins, which I know I need to move. And that's pretty good going. I think that's fairly good progress. And I am a little bit over what I would have liked to record. but I'm also conscious that there's been more than normal quiet sections in this video as I'm a bit distracted about my dog. So my dog's had surgery today and he's fine, but he's recovering and he's still getting over a general anaesthetic, and he's got my wife looking after him, so he's fine, he's looked after, but my mind is a little bit off SnowRunner at the moment, thinking about my dog. So yeah, there'll probably be more time lapsing due to me doing more of the repetitive driving without talking too much on this one. That's okay, but then it is the repetitive part of it. Well, that's a nasty sump. Let's not be nonchalant about that one. Don't like the look of that. Quite easy to come through there carelessly and chuck two wheels into a pit. I don't think I've ever driven up here. Or if I have, it was in a Scout a long time ago. Don't recognise it at all. But anyway, here's our wooden planks. This is what we're here for. Oh, there's a fence around the loading area. I've got to knock a fence over as well as steal the house. Oops. Cargo. Wooden planks, loading platform. Full crane, cargo. Get this delivered and then that'll be the end of the episode. That's all I'm going to fit in. Get these two delivered, and then I'll start the next episode with going and getting the cabins so that I can unlock phase 2 of Ore Sorter. Fairly nasty little trail though. You would think that the person that owned that house would have put in a nice road for me to come and steal a house from. A decent thing to do, wouldn't it? Why have I got a little worm in my brain saying get the twin steer back on its wheels and then use it to deliver the 2 cabins? Why do I do that to myself? It's a masochistic streak. Here we are, nearly done. Just as it's coming into evening as well, so not bad timing. Get it done before it's dark. Chewed that ground up a lot, haven't I? Turned it into a big old muddy mess. I reckon your gate needs widening, mate. That's what needs to happen there. Yeah, slightly wider gate. There you go, I've done it for you. Engine off. Cargo. 2 wooden planks. There you go. That is all of the cargo delivered here. Now that contract just needs the 2 cabins moving over to cabin zone 1, and that'll be phase 1 finished. And that is going to be a wrap on the episode. So thank you very much for watching. Apologies if it was more time lapse and less talking than normal. Back to normal for the next one, hopefully. But I'm going to leave this one here. I hope to see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, thanks and goodbye.